Good evening. It is 10 p.m. here in Seoul. I am Mari, the AI anchor with the headline news. Typhoon Jongdari continues to move up the Korean peninsula. The Korea Meteorological Administration on Tuesday issued a typhoon advisory for parts of Jeju's coastal waters and its inner southern sea areas and a warning for the outer southern sea areas around the island. The typhoon has also raised concerns about the supply of electricity. Not only is the overall electricity demand expected to increase as typhoon brings in hot humid air from the tropical seas, rain clouds are expected to lower solar power efficiency. A North Korean soldier defected to South Korea on foot early Tuesday, according to a South Korean military source. The soldier, who is reportedly a staff sergeant, crossed the military demarcation line in the northeastern county of Gosong, Gangwon-do province. This is close to where North Korean soldiers were recently seen laying mines, and also where South Korea has operated loudspeaker propaganda broadcasts. The source added that South Korea's military tracked and monitored the individual as he came south. The soldier has been handed over to relevant authorities. Less than 2 weeks ago, a North Korean defected to South Korea by crossing the maritime border. South Korea and the US are currently holding joint air drills involving more than 200 fighter jets. The jets will be flying around the clock for 5 consecutive days, which is equal to around 120 hours of non-stop training. It will also involve a record 2,000 sorties to enhance Seoul and Washington's wartime operational capabilities. This is also the first time that more than one fighter wing from each country is participating in the drill. The training is part of the Ulti Freedom Shield military exercise, which kicked off on Monday and will last until Friday. The US has approved the potential sale of Apache attack helicopters and other defense-related products to South Korea. According to the Defense Security Cooperation Agency, the US State Department gave the green light to a potential government-to-government foreign military sale, worth some $3.5 billion. This comes as Seoul made a request to purchase up to 36 Apache attack helicopters, as well as helicopter engines, Hellfire missiles, and more. The agency said the sale would support the foreign policy goals and national security objectives of the US by bolstering the security of allies like South Korea. The sale now requires congressional approval. Over in the US, a 4-day Democratic National Convention kicked off in Chicago on Monday night. The party's presidential candidate Kamala Harris made a surprise appearance on the opening night of the event, drawing applause and cheers from the supporters. The vice president encouraged attendees to vote and defeat her opponent Donald Trump, as she was endorsed by President Joe Biden, who gave a farewell speech during the convention. Meanwhile, in an effort to counter the Democratic convention, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump visited Pennsylvania, an important swing state that he hopes to win. Speaking to a crowd at a manufacturing facility, he mostly focused on economic messaging, while saying that it would result in financial ruin for the country if Harris wins. That brings us to the end of tonight's AI Headline News. Thank you for watching. Good night.